a new day lifestyle vlog. Let's get in. This is going to be, like I heard someone say yesterday in their live or video or whatever they were doing. Um, this is raw, it's going uncut footage, okay? Because I had a plan, but the plan did not go as I thought it would. So I said, if I don't do this now, I'm not going to start this series today. So y'all about to all the sweat. I have not washed my face since I came. Well, I just got back home. I washed my face this morning and I did skincare stuff. But yeah, today has been some type of day. Let's get into it. It's going to be a slow getting into it though, because I'm not really like that prepared. But I thought, you know what? This is, y'all about to get the, this is, I said this in another live. I was like, I'm the most transparent that you will ever see. So that's what you're getting. I eventually will get these YouTube, my YouTube channel, more updated. I will get an intro and an X, or what do they call it when you're, it's not outro. So I will be getting an intro soon. I have to learn how to do it first, and I have not taken the time to learn yet. So I have saved a couple of people videos who teach you about how to do an intro to your YouTube channel. But again, I'm being very transparent. I have not watched those videos yet. This week has gone by extremely fast for me though, because, or I think for everybody, time is just moving very quick. So things that I was anticipating on getting done, I didn't get them all done this week, but God willing, I will get more of them done next week. But I will tell y'all, so we'll get into that. And I am going to start the series for Involuntary Change today. That's a part of this live, so we're going to talk about it. I'm just going to get the definitions. We'll get into that a little bit today, and then I plan to do another video by next Wednesday. So what I think I'm going to do is like a Wednesday something. It's going to be something, but it will be next Wednesday will be the second part to this 3-part series for involuntary change. So just know that on Wednesday, upcoming Wednesday, we'll get into it deeper about what I experienced recently regarding an involuntary change. But today, it will just be a little bit of the definitions of both. We'll talk a little bit about what your girl had going on this morning and why I am a little bit disheveled and not where I need to be in this moment. And that I haven't got a couple other things done like this video today. But we're doing it, but just doing it in a different way from what I had planned in my head and also wrote down in my notebook. But again, this is how things flow sometimes. And I will tell y'all first off, I have not been sleeping the best this week. I've been sleeping, but not, I've been going to sleep pretty late. There were 2 nights, no, maybe 3. So Friday night, I didn't go to bed till like 3 a.m. on Saturday. And then I got up pretty early to take care of some things. And then, what was it? Today is Thursday. So I want to say that was Monday night. I didn't go to bed until Tuesday at like 3 o'clock, okay? And this also has probably a little bit to do with my age and just things that happens around this time of aging. But then also I think it was because I'm just very anxious and I just have a lot to take care of. And sometimes my sleep is a little thrown off when there's that as well. So it was a combination of things I think that's going on. But those are a couple of the reasons. So my sleep has been off. I'm really not at my best, at my sharpest, especially not today. So y'all gonna be getting like, yeah. But it's still gonna be good content. I'm just not at my best today. So just know that. So this morning I didn't go to bed till like 3:45 a.m. and I got up because I had my alarm set. I shifted it by 2 hours so I wouldn't. My alarm didn't go off until 8:45. So that gave me about. I got maybe about 4 hours of sleep, 4.5 hours maybe. And then, yeah, this morning I just felt very groggy. I didn't have coffee this morning, which usually I have some type of coffee in the morning because I love coffee, but I also I don't drink regular coffee anymore. I usually drink like mushroom coffee because it's less. It still has caffeine in it, but it's not to the magnitude of regular coffee. So I typically drink that, but I'm gonna tell y'all something that I decided to try. But I didn't have this. I didn't drink anything this morning because what ended up happening when I got up, I had to make calls to prep because I had to go and meet someone to get, not meet someone, but go to a place this morning to get an item that belonged to me. So I did that, but then I ended up getting on the phone with someone, and that conversation turned into like an hour long conversation. Yeah. So I didn't end up leaving to go and handle what I needed to handle until like 10:50, almost 11. When my plan initially was to be on like to that place done by 9:30. So that already put me like 2 hours behind. So again, I did not eat breakfast. I ended up going by Chick-fil-A because I really wanted some chicken minis. I love their chicken minis, but I don't eat it often. But I was like, I want chicken minis or whatever. So I ended up going on my way to go and pick up my item. I said they probably gonna stop serving breakfast at 10:30, and y'all, they stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. So, um, yeah, somebody texted me. So yeah, so I missed Chick-fil-A breakfast. I ended up getting me just a small kids meal because I was like, I gotta eat something at some point for lunch during this lunch time frame. So I got me a little, like I said, little kids meal, whatever, and I'm gonna eat that. I still have not eaten. That's another thing. So, um, all I've had, I don't think I've had anything. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all, and don't ever do this. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all I did this, but I got the kids meal, and then instead of the toy, I just got a cup of ice cream. So that's all I ate. I know good and well I should not have just eaten it. I know. I know. And hopefully to God that would never happen again in my life going forward that I will do that. But that's all I've eaten today. So I need to eat, and I ended up going to get what I needed to get, but then I also dropped off some donations at the Goodwill. And then I also, there's a Plato's Closet that they just opened. And so I was like, let me just go in there and see what items they may purchase. So I'm glad I did because I just ran in there real quick, talked to one of the sales representatives, and she told me the types of items that they take because I have some things that I want to possibly sell. So, and then she was like, we're just trying to get our just merchandise for the store, right? So she was like, we're just purchasing, we're buying right now, we're not selling. So she was like, you got really to next week, the week after, to sell some things to us. And I was like, yay, okay, that's great. So next week, that is one of my going down on my to-do list of things I need to do, because I do need to sell some things. Hopefully I can sell it there, but if I can't sell it there, I'm going to also look at a consignment shop or resale shop or something, and see if I can find and sell items that I might can't sell at Plato's Closet, because Plato's Closet audience is, like young adults. And what I mean by young, because she even said it, she was like young adolescents or young adults and teenagers. So I don't have really teenager stuff. I do have a couple like items that would fall in that young adult, um, I guess, area, right? So I'm gonna take care of that next week. So glad I stopped by there. Then I had to go and by the bank, and then I had to go, and I didn't have to do this, but I wanted to do, because I was like, let me go by and see what this gas is now, because the gas just kind of shot up here. It just increased like 60, 70 cents within a week. And I know it's because of everything that's going on. But anyway, I went, got some gas, and got some gas treatment for my gas or whatever. And then I ended up running into Kroger real quick because I needed to get some things. Because I was like, I'm going out of town and I don't want to have to stop by the store on my way back. So I was like, let me go on, because that way I can just handle that stuff and then handle what I need to handle in another city, and then come back, and I don't have to go back to the store. So I got a couple of things from the store, y'all, and we'll go through those in a minute. But this is the coffee. I saw somebody, I think I think her name is Miss Cora or something, but she has kids. She has like 10 children, and then she has like two grandchildren, I think. But anyway, she showed this coffee on one of her lives, and so I was like, ever since then, I had been wanting to see like how this tastes, because I have been seeing it everywhere, and I never really looked it up, but I happened to see it in, I think it might have been HEB, which is a local grocery store just that's in Texas. So I got this, and it's actually pretty good. I'm trying to get off of regular coffee though, but this isn't too bad. It's a little, I don't know. It has a little bit of a bitter taste, but not bad. It's not horrible. And then I had already ordered this a while ago, which is Tim Hortons. This is a Canadian coffee, and I do really like this. But they have a lot of locations here. They kind of have spread all around up at like, I think New York, all those places has a lot. They have these actual coffee shops. So I really do like this coffee, but I need to get some of my mushroom coffee again, because this type of coffee, it still makes me, I don't always like the way the after effects of it, but so I prefer the mushroom coffee. But I just want to show y'all that. So that's that. And then since I was like, let me go to Kroger, get some stuff, even though Kroger is expensive, y'all. But I guess everything is expensive. That's pretty relative, I guess, now, because everything is expensive. So I ended up getting some honey because I haven't bought any in a while. And then I got me some hint water. I love this water. I started drinking this some years ago. But now in the stores, they sell them individually. So Kroger has them 10 for $10. But I just got a couple of them. But It's really good. So I haven't had this flavor before. This has peach and raspberry. So that's gonna be interesting. I'll probably drink it at some point today. And then I got a watermelon one. So I'm gonna put those up, and then I got me some coffee creamer or tea creamer or whatever. And then let's see, what else did I get? Okay, yeah. So I got this. So they had these. I haven't had these in a while, but they're like turkey burgers, and these are already seasoned, so you don't have to do a whole lot. So that's why I was like, let me get those because they are seasoned. And then trying to see. Yeah, so that, and then I got my fave. These are like my favorites. So these are like strawberry shortcake. And I have to, it's under 20 grams for carbs, y'all. So it's good. My mom says under 20 grams. Under 20 grams. So I'm saying under 20. And then I got some turkey bacon. I try to keep, let me see, some type of breakfast stuff. So I'll cook some of this in the morning. But I need to cut it up. So I might cut it up. I don't know. Then let's see. Oh yeah, so Kroger, one of the things I used to, I was stuck on for a minute was, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm probably not gonna edit this. Again, this is gonna be raw. It's just raw, y'all. I ain't got time. I might edit it at some point, but maybe next week. It won't be today. Because someone had just called and I meant to put my phone on do not disturb. But yeah, so I used to love cauliflower crust pizzas. I thought that they were actually better for you, but the thing about these though, they have a lot of sodium, which is not too bad because I actually need more sodium because that's one thing that I am low in according to my blood work a few months, well, about 2 months ago. So anyway, they had this one on sale. This is, and then I love California Pizza Kitchen, and I haven't been there in person in a long time. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna like this, and they had it on sale. So even though on sale was still $8, like nothing, everything is expensive. It's just ridiculous. So anyway, I got that, got these turkey burgers, and so I'm good. I'm going to get some stuff because that way I'm not eating out a whole lot. Because I don't want to eat out a whole lot anyway, because I don't need to. So I think I'm gonna wait to cut the bacon up. So that's that, and then I got me some extra like little gum for my little. Well, this will probably last me a while. It'll probably last me like, I don't know. It might last a whole month, to be honest. I don't even, because I don't really chew gum like that, but every now and then. And then I got me some Mentos, because Mentos are still my jam. I don't eat a lot of candy, though. So it's good that I kind of cut back on that. And then I got me a banana for first thing in the morning, because I got to get up pretty early, and a lemon for water. And then yeah, I think that's about it. And then I got some more water. This is water that I keep water in my trunk because, and this is something I will tell anybody, like always keep water with you, no matter where you're going. Just keep it in your trunk, the trunk of your car, or keep it in the back somewhere, because you just never know what is gonna happen. So like an emergency kit you can put in your trunk. That's usually what I have. And I actually do have one. I have like a little tote thing that I purchased a while ago, and I have a charger thing in there, which literally it will charge it, a lot of different things. I purchased it from a friend of mine about 3 years ago, because he actually had ended up buying. He ended up with another one that was more advanced than the one he had already had, so he sold me that one. So it's in my little emergency kit. I have water in that emergency kit. I have things that won't go bad. And because I live in Texas, and Texas is just it's hot on top of hot. I mean, it's just heat. I mean, the heat is horrible. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I just want to get out of here. I'm so sick of this place. But Jesus be defense. So yeah. Anyway, keep water with you. I really don't care where you live, because right now it's a lot of places are hot. Right, it's still the summer. So, but throughout the year, just keep water, or get you an emergency kit for your car, just in case if the car, something goes wrong and you need to charge some stuff or whatever. I have extra towels in there, like towels for the car, or just for my, if I need to, because most of those towels I haven't used on anything, so I put them in there just in case if something goes awry or whatever. So get you an emergency kit for your car. Everyone needs it. Everyone. I don't care how old or young you are, or whatever the case. Um, get you an emergency kit. I literally have to like um, position everything. So, cause yeah, I got stuff everywhere. So I'm about to drink the rest of this lemonade that I need to get rid of. Put it in here. So actually, oh Lord, yeah, this stuff, it literally melted. Okay, in a matter of I say a few minutes, but I have been outside for a while, and it's hot. It is hot. Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, this heat is just ridiculous. Okay, so got me some lemonade, even though I think this might spill over. Okay, y'all. I'm thirsty and I'm hungry, which is two things I don't need to be. Thirsty or hungry. So again, I got my banana for in the morning. Hi, how are you? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, but I'm good. How are you? So yeah, just in case y'all didn't hear me, I'm originally from Arkansas. I was born in Arkansas. And I stayed in Arkansas till I was 9 years old. And then at the age of 9, we moved, my parents, when I say we, my parents, my brother and I, we moved to Atlanta, Georgia. So I lived in Georgia for a long time, over really, yeah, like 21 years of my life. That's where I went to undergrad. That's where I went to grad school. Um, yeah, that's where I lived a long time. And then now I'm in Texas, and I'm ready to get up out of Texas. So I don't know where God taking me, y'all, but your girl is getting up out of here. I'm so sick of Texas, I don't know what to do. And that's a whole nother live. We'll talk about it. Your girl got time. I mean, hopefully God is gonna give me time to talk about it. Hello. Yeah. But yeah, I am in Texas now. I've been living in Texas on and off for a little over 9 years. So, yeah, you do all that math, and your girl is a good 45, y'all. She's 45. Yeah, so I'm not a kid around here. Been around. I've been around. And yeah, and I don't really call myself a nomad, but I'm nomadic. I have moments, but I do have a home. So I forget the whole. Oh, thank you, thank you. I forget the whole definition of a nomad, but I think a nomad does have maybe a home base. I'm not for sure. I have a home base though, but I am nomadic. It's just in me, y'all. If I know something ain't working, I'm I'm gonna put some effort. The older I get, I put effort, right? But if I know it ain't working, it ain't working. And I'm about to get my stuff, whatever I gotta do. If I gotta sell stuff, move stuff, whatever I gotta do, it's gonna be done. And I don't really care what anybody has to say about me at this age because I can do whatever I want. If I'm not calling you, asking you to pay a bill or something for me, then your opinion really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I tell people this all the time. People are like, "Oh, you moved, da, da, da." Well, you stayed where you stayed all your life, and you ain't happy. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm not chasing anything. I'm doing what I want to do. This is, God already knew this is going to be a part of my trajectory, a part of my life, and the way that I do it. And and it is what it is. So yeah, that's what it is. And again, I'll do another live about places I've lived, things I've done, travels, this and that. But this particular live was supposed to be about involuntary change. Okay, the first live about that, or video in reference to that. So when I was looking and thinking about the content for this, I was like, you know what? A great place to start is just at the baseline. And the baseline of it is this: what involuntary means, what change means. So when I was looking up the definition of involuntary, I just went on to the Merriam Webster dictionary. And so according to Merriam Webster dictionary, involuntary means not done or made consciously or not done by choice. That made sense, right? So then I looked up change. And change, according to Merriam Webster dictionary, means to make a difference in some particular way or aspect, or to make different radically. So now that I got those definitions out of the way, I want to get back into the title of this series, Involuntary Change. So that means basically something that is occurring that I didn't necessarily make the choice of it going down the way that it went down, y'all. But it definitely wasn't a bad thing because it was something that needed to happen. Because I'm the type of person, people may think I move, whatever, but I don't. I think about things. I also pray about things. I also have a good, I forget the word, but I feel things like, people say they have a feeling about something. I I feel energy. Like it's, when something is off, your girl knows it's off. When something not gonna work, your girl knows it's not gonna work. I don't usually I give myself a cutoff time. And this is in relationships, this is in jobs, this is in locations. I give myself a cutoff time, especially as I'm getting older, because my dad, he doesn't like this saying life is too short for certain things. Because he's like, no, life is what it is. Life as long as God allows you to be, it was enough time for you to do what he wanted you to do during that time, right? So he doesn't like that saying. So I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that life is life. Like, you make it whatever if it's not God, you're on a spiritual realm, it's about the universe, whatever you practice. I'm about God. You're going to hear God all day, every day from me, okay? Doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I am imperfect, and I'm the one that will tell you that I'm imperfect. I got a lot of work to do. God is not done with me yet. Your girl got work to do. So that's why I know that I'm here, because I still got work to do. And so I'm not perfect by any means. I got my own mess. Everybody got mess. Everybody don't been through, some things you think about and you're like, oh, I wish I could have done that different. I wish I could have done that different. But it is what it is. It was an involuntary, some of this goes back to what I was just saying, involuntary change. And so even you need to make a change, but sometimes it's not necessarily voluntary. Voluntary means you initially went into that and you were like, I'm making this change, I'm making this decision. Involuntary is when the decision, in a sense, is made for you. So that's what we're going to talk about in this series. And again, I wanted to start with the definition of involuntary. I wanted to start with the definition of change, because change is the premise of a lot of things in life. Even if you, and I'm going to give you an example, even if you stay in the same city or the same town that you grew up in all of your life, throughout that time, because moving from a state to state or a different country or whatever, that is in a top, I think it's in a top 5, or it might be in a top 3 of the most, like most people fear leaving their town that they grew up in. They fear leaving the state that they grew up in. They never leave because it's a fear, right? But even if you grow up in the same place, you stay there all your life, you never move, you still will have changes. Changes are going to happen. You're going to grow older, right? If God allows you to see one year after another, you're going to grow older. The way that you look is going to change. Maybe the house that you live in, you might decide, oh, I want to downsize, or I want to expand, or changes are going to occur whether it's involuntary or voluntary. It's still going to happen. It doesn't matter if you stay at the same job for 30 years, there will be changes that you will experience being at that job for 30 years. You might lose your parents during that time. You might lose, all types of things happen throughout time. So no one is like, we're all going to experience change to some degree. And it's either you take it and you grab a hold to it and you make it the best that you can make it out of that change, whether it's involuntary or voluntary, but you don't sit and wallow in it. Because what is that going to do? Time is still going to move. Things are still going to have to be done. You're going to have to pay bills. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. None of this stuff, it's not forever, because we're not here forever, right? This is all a temporary situation. So even through experiencing involuntary changes throughout life, I've learned, because I have experienced involuntary change, but I've had more times when I've experienced voluntary change than involuntary. But just recently, I had an involuntary change where someone decided that they wanted to just let me go because of things, and didn't want to even have a conversation with me about it, but wanted to make a decision based off of information that wasn't really justified, because I wasn't given the opportunity to speak my piece on that, right? So that's an involuntary change. And again, we'll get back into what that looks like for me, because your girl has gone through many changes in life. I don't live different places, I've traveled different places. I got friends from all over. And I'm very blessed, and I'm very thankful, because no matter what the involuntary, the voluntary changes, all these things that occur and have occurred over years, what I go back to is that I am an incredibly blessed individual. God has always helped me to get out of to recover and get better, and to be a better human. Like my goal is to be a better version of myself, not better than anybody else, but a better version of myself. I am my own competition, not anybody else. I'm my own competition. So, with that being said, we're going to stop it right there, because, again, we'll get deeper into it next week. I'll have more details about involuntary change next week. Definitely, let me know what y'all thinking so far. I know I kind of started a little rough with things, but I got you the definitions. I got you what we heading into. And yeah, again, this is a 3-part series. This is the first part. The second part will be next Wednesday. And I will do some shorts leading up to Wednesday. So God willing, you will see a short at some point this weekend. You'll also see a short probably on Monday or Tuesday. And then, yeah, Wednesday will be, again, another live, or I will do a pre-recorded video. It really just depends on my schedule, because next week is going to be a busy week for me, things that I have to take care of. So, and this is one thing that is very much at the top of that list of things that I want to take care of as a series. So, yeah, and then I will have some more information for y'all as far as where this channel, the direction that it's going to go into, especially over the course of over August through September, and then also the last quarter of this year, which is October, November, December. Yes, I do remember you. Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining. So I'm getting ready to end, but definitely watch I think you can play it back once it processes and everything. So this is just the first part of a 3-part series, is what I was just talking about. And so I will, yeah, be checking in with y'all, like I said, via short. I'll do some updates, and then on next Wednesday is when the second part of Involuntary Change series will occur. So, y'all, thank y'all. Please continue to subscribe, like, share, comment. Your girl, I need all of that. That helps me to improve and to get this channel to where I would like for it to be. Yeah, because your girl is, yeah, I got a lot of things to share. A lot of things to share. And hopefully, it's things that will help you, your family, or someone else. Even if I just help one person, like through my channel, that's what I want to do, right? Like, that's a part, I feel like a part of my journey while I'm on this earth. So that's that. But yeah, so hi. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your Thursday. Your girl, I got to get me something to eat. I have not eaten my lunch. So that's what I'm about to do. And check some emails and yeah, check some things off my list that I did get done today. And then I need to make a new list for things that I need to take care of over the next couple of days. So, yes, you're welcome. I hope you have a good one, and I will see y'all soon.